All right, welcome back. It's been a long time. Um, well over 30 days, I'd say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is
Um,
wild.
yeah. But
We can post these
anyways,
TikToks.
yeah. So, I mean, if you're watching this and you haven't watched our TikToks, then there's something wrong because our TikToks have been blown up.
Well,
Now, finally over 1,000 followers. A couple of our live streams last night went pretty well. So if you don't follow us there, please do. It's same thing, JM Pro Sports Talk. But yeah, so we have a lot of exciting things going on right now. And as you can probably tell from the title of this podcast, one of the biggest things is the NFL, crazy. Well, I have the last three Super Bowl logos right here in front of me. Jake, you know this one pretty well. Bengals and Rams. Okay.
yeah.
But the colors on the Super Bowl logo is kind of like a reddish orange. And that, no, it's definitely orange. It's definitely orange, not reddish orange. It's orange and yellow. So that alone, skepticism, that right there is step one. Step two, Eagles, Chiefs. What was the colors on that one?
What are you saying step for?
Huh?
Why are you saying step one, step two? It's not steps. It's just the next thing.
Well, yeah. But it's like these three things. I mean, if it's just one, it's like, well, that's kind of, just ironic that it happened. But going to the next Super Bowl logo, the Eagles and Chiefs, it is a green and red Super Bowl logo. And then for this year's Super Bowl, you got the red and purple. And
yeah,
who
but
does
nobody's
that
gonna be
represent?
saying shit. Nobody's gonna be saying shit if the Chiefs win, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
That's true.
actually, they probably will. Actually, people will be like, "It's rigged either way," because there's either going to be the
It's still
logo
red.
color, or it's going to be red, or it's going to be the Chiefs are in there, and they'll say it's rigged because the Chiefs are in there.
Yeah.
You know how hard it would be to rig a sport?
They would be some pretty good actors if they were able to do that.
Not even that. It's just like you would have to have every NFL player that's ever played football be holding on to this secret. Every person that's ever worked for a football team hold on to this secret, which is probably well over 1 million people.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. No, I mean I'm not. I don't believe that that's true at all. I mean it's funny. I think it's ironic that it is like that.
Is.
But I don't think it means. I don't think it means anything.
Nobody said nothing about when the Broncos and the Panthers played, and it was gold.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe they just need to end this script talk and just do like the same color every year.
It's funny though because they play into the
oh yeah,
the NFL play, like they literally did a whole commercial with like the Kelseys and stuff about how it's rigged.
Oh yeah, about the script, yeah. Well, what's funny is the article that I had up on here is from SI.com.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole title is Super Bowl logo color scheme conspiracy holding strong. And then it says right underneath that, do we live in a simulation?
I mean, hey, maybe they got Matt Groening making their Super Bowl logos.
But I like it because the first sentence in the article is, for a professional sports league that literally launched the 2023-2024 season by joking about there being a script, the Super Bowl logo color scheme conspiracy holding strong this late into the season is very on brand. So,
yeah,
but let people think they want to think.
Hopefully it's the Lions and the Ravens.
That's what I hope for too. So moving on then.
Let's just
you
talk
just brought
about
up the Lions.
Let's just talk about football, yeah, instead of a stupid ass conspiracy.
All right, so we'll head into game by game, heading from the first game. So you got the Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens ended up winning 34-10. But the first half made it seem like there's a chance. I mean, the Houston's offense.
Not really.
Well, I think that if Houston could have kept playing the same defense that they were in the first half, they might have had a chance.
Max, they didn't score on offense.
Yeah, they only converted 3 points, and the other was a punt return for a touchdown.
Exactly. And Lamar looked like he actually maybe should win MVP if they counted the postseason.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can pull up
Because
the.
I personally don't think he should win MVP just because they're basically just going off their record. I think if you're going off of how people played, it would either be Tyreek, C-Mac, or maybe like Dak or something. If you're going off regular season,
Yeah, because Dak had one hell of a season.
until it comes to the playoffs, and then he acts like Tony Romo.
Yeah, but I mean, this game was just dominated by the Ravens. If we're looking into some of the stats for this game, Ravens with 22 first downs, the Texans with 10.
Lamar had like 180 rushing yards or something.
Yeah, I mean, really, the only thing that I am seeing on here that the Texans did better at is net yards passing.
Ooh,
Um,
yeah, because Lamar threw for 150 yards,
yeah, and
and he
um,
still threw for 2 touchdowns.
and the Texans did beat them on punt average by a yard,
Ooh,
but actually everything else went
hey,
the Ravens' way. So you're looking at passes for first, rushes for first, third down efficiency, fourth down efficiency, total yards, total plays, average gain per play, rushes, yards per rush, yards per pass.
Max, I could have told you that by looking at the score.
But all those right there, Ravens won by actually a lot. Like total yards, Ravens with 352,
Yeah, and they had
Texans with 200,
150 passing.
Texans with 213 total yards.
They had
So
150 passing. That means they had 200 rushing yards.
yeah, yeah, he was doing what he wanted to. But towards the end of the first half, though, they were actually getting to Lamar Jackson. There was that I think their last drive, they sacked him 3 straight times. Christian Harris was literally flew right on the outside. Nobody picked him up, and then from there it just went terrible. And then that was their last drive. So I thought, well, that had a good showing on defense, but that it was not enough because
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, I think the Texans will be fine though. They
yeah,
haven't had. There's going to have to probably re-sign Dalton Schultz though because he's on a 1-year deal unless they think that Brevin Jordan's going to be their starter.
I think Schultz has earned a contract with that team if they decide to
They
give it
might
to
as
him.
well sign him now while they can because CJ's on a rookie deal still.
I
So.
think you meant to say Damian Pierce as well, not Damian Harris.
Oh yeah, my bad, Damian Pierce. Yeah, Damian Harris.
But
He's like on their practice squad now or something.
but the very next game, Packers and 49ers. This was
The
I
very next game, we were just talking about the Tech. Oh wait, that was the same day. I'm thinking. I thought we were talking
yeah,
about the Lions game. I thought we were talking about the Lions game.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah, Packers 49ers. 49ers won at 24-21. So what does this game for you mean for the 49ers heading into next week with only a 3-point victory over the Packers?
I think they have a good chance of losing if the Lions defense plays halfway decent because their offense looks basically like unstoppable almost. Like I mean, they just put up points like every week. Like I've maybe seen them get less than like 20 points like once or twice this year. I mean, I don't know exactly what the stat would be, but I mean, golf
Yeah.
looks good. Their running game looks almost as good as the Ravens. They just don't have a running quarterback because they have two very good running backs, and then they have insanely good receivers too, like Amon Ra. If you want to throw it over the top, you got Jameson Williams, Sam Laporta. They just signed Zach Ertz today.
Well, I thought we were talking about the 49ers and Packers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Lions. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah, that's why
No,
I
I
said
am talking about that.
24-21.
I am talking about that. I'm saying like going off that game, like how they played against the Packers. When they play the Lions, they're
Oh
gonna have
yeah.
some trouble because
Yeah.
of that. But like against the Packers, Jordan Love looks good. So I'm not really. I don't really think it's gonna be bad for them.
Well, no,
But
but I'm also seeing
their offense is nothing compared to the Lions.
but I'm also seeing takes where it's like they're like, yeah, but the Packers are actually a really good team, and I'm like, well, the
They are a
49ers
good
are
team. Like they
also
have
a
good
very good
defense.
team. Yeah, but the
They have,
49ers should be beating the Packers by more than 3 points.
I mean, it was a 9-point spread, but like either way, Jordan Love has been playing really good. Their receivers have been playing very good. They don't really like Luke Musgrave. He's been doing good. Aaron Jones has been balling since the postseason,
Yeah. Yeah, he
and
has.
they have a top like 5 cornerback in the NFL in Jair, and then they have Rashawn Gary probably very soon going to be like a top 5, top 10 pass rusher in the NFL. and then they
Yeah.
have Quay Walker, who's really good. Like they're good at every level. It's just Jordan Love. Like they got like Jordan Love is his first time in the playoffs, and he's playing the 49ers defense, and he puts up what did he put up like 23 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's pretty. I
Or
wouldn't like
21.
that's pretty good for
Yeah.
them, but I think the 49ers probably should be scared because I think the Lions have a good chance of beating them.
I mean, even looking at the team comparison, it is so 50-50, unlike the Texans and Ravens. I mean, the only thing,
Texans and
like,
Ravens.
yeah, when I was looking at the team comparisons, how everything, like every single statistic category was won by the Ravens. When I'm looking at the Packers and
Oh,
49ers, it is like split right down the middle. The only thing is like total yards. San Francisco had 356. The Packers had 330. Like time of possession. Packers had 30 minutes and 19 seconds. The 49ers had 29 minutes and 41 seconds. I mean, every single thing is just a few numbers apart. So, I mean, yeah, the Packers played a really good game. And that's kind of,
they almost fucked it when Keontae Nixon had that big kick return and then he fumbled it and
yeah.
that dude Superman dove and caught the ball. That was crazy.
But yeah, so let's talk about the Lions. Talk about that game, the Lions versus Tampa Bay.
Hey,
Um,
Baker is I as much as I didn't really like him that much on the Browns. I love Baker on any other
I just
team.
didn't like his commercials,
Well,
honestly.
I thought they was kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie, but
No, I hated
uh,
him.
you just didn't like the commercials probably because he was on the Browns and he just beat y'all.
He beat us twice.
What?
He beat us twice.
I was
That's it.
I was just talking about the playoff game.
Yeah, well, you know.
I don't care about the regular season, but I mean, I thought they looked good. It kind of sucks for Tampa because I think Mike Evans is probably going to leave, but
But
uh,
this is awesome for Baker, though.
it
And
is. I think he'll get a pretty good extension, probably like a Daniel Jones, like probably less than Daniel Jones, but like around that. Because I think Baker's a good starting quarterback and can like consistently get you to the playoffs, but he just sometimes makes shitty decisions, kind of like it wasn't fully a terrible decision when he threw that pick at the end of the game, but he was because he had somebody in his back.
his first
But
pick was, though.
I didn't see that one. But like when that dude was on his back and he was throwing it, he could have threw it to the other side, like just literally like 5 feet to the left, and Chris Godwin was open. And it's still, I mean, he still could have got picked off, but it was more open than fucking Kate Otten with fucking Barnes right in front of him.
Yeah, his first pick was they were on man coverage, and then the safety was sitting right behind. I forget who he's throwing it to, and then the safety just jumped the route, and they showed the replay too. Like Baker snaps the ball and does not look away for 1 second from that receiver, and just throws it straight to him. The safety just read him, but um, but yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he actually made it past the first round and was able to actually compete. And it
Big
made,
deal for us.
yeah, I love that. Um, but yeah, even looking at the comparisons for this one too, everything like time of possession, the Lions had 32 minutes, Tampa Bay had 28. You're looking at total yards, Tampa Bay had 408, the Lions had 391. The Lions had 26 first downs, Tampa had 23 first downs. I mean, it was everything on the box score too. And the team comparison, it was pretty even game all the way up
Yeah.
until the very last drive. But
Yeah, you know what's funny is the one
he'll
time
be
I'm not
back.
good on one game bets, I literally was like, would have made my like every person that I thought was like, oh, he might score a touchdown, he might score a touchdown. Every one of them did. Besides, I think Kate Otten scored. I wouldn't have put that, but I was
Yeah.
like, you got to be joking because Rashad White scored, Mike Evans scored, Amon Ross scored, Jameer Gibbs scored, and Sam Laporta scored.
Well, I had that 25 leg parlay that missed because I missed by
Dixie,
one leg because Stephon
Dixie,
Diggs could not get 25 receiving yards, finished with 21. So pretty nice getting 24 or 25 legs correct. But I think our most anticipated game that
Chiefs
didn't go the
Bills.
way that we wanted it to was the Chiefs and the Bills.
Dude,
And
I feel so bad for Tyler Bass.
Yeah, I mean that's
That dude
terrible.
is gonna like. I saw he already deleted all of his social media.
Yeah, but at the same time, like that Stephon Diggs drop as well, like that could have led to points, and so it's hard. They're all going to blame him, but
Well,
like they missed their scoring chances left and
that
right.
also that and them doing a fake punt, which turned out good because Nicole
Yeah,
Hardman fumbled, but like it's still like that probably kind of turns things as well. And then because they were both scoring back and forth, and then they do that fake punt, and the Chiefs get the ball on the 30. Like that's
yeah,
swinging momentum really hard. Like I know that like they love DeMar Hamlin because of like everything, but like you don't really need to give him the ball. This is the playoffs. The dude's played like 7 snaps all season.
yeah. I feel like there's probably a lot more qualified people to take that snap
Yeah, dude,
than
like what the
him.
hell? Like give it to like a fucking third string running back or something.
Yeah, push your morals to the side and just fucking win.
Yeah, like fuck. Like no offense to him, but fuck DeMar Hamlin for like for getting him like trying to get him the ball. Like fuck that.
Yeah.
Let him play safety. That's what he fucking does.
Well, there's a reason why he's not.
Yeah, he's literally
He's not good enough.
he barely fucking was playing before that happened.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
And he's
So,
winning comeback player of the year winning playing 7 snaps.
well, it should be Joe Flacco.
Is it probably either him or like Baker or something?
But yeah, Baker did good too. Baker
But
deserves it more than Joe Flacco for sure.
I don't know. Joe
He was
Flacco,
on
like,
he was on Carolina's scout team last season.
yeah, but he also played like 5 games for the Rams, and I think won like 4 of them,
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
or 3 of them, or played 3 games or something like that. But whatever it was.
But yeah, so sadly, Kansas City won 27-24.
All right. Yeah.
But even looking at some of the comparisons for this game, you're looking at 27 first downs for the Bills, 21 for the Chiefs. Total yards, so close. Bills 368, Chiefs 361. No interceptions thrown. Both teams had 2 fumbles. Chiefs were killing them on yards per rush, though. They were averaging 6.1 yards per rush.
Oh, just real quick because you reminded me of it.
Yeah.
The 49ers easily could have lost that game against the Packers because Brock Purdy threw 2 balls straight to defenders.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And they dropped both of them.
I know.
But anyway, you can continue back with that.
I just got 2 other things I want to go over. It is, I think this is crazy. Third down efficiency. The Bills were 7 for 14. The Chiefs were 1 for 5.
On what?
Third downs.
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, the Chiefs punted the ball 1 time that game, I think.
Yeah, so they just they hardly ever they got the third down 5 times.
Yeah, and I think they punted the ball like the first punt was it was the drive after Nicole Hardman fumbled.
Yeah. Yeah, and even, I mean, this alone right here speaks for the third down stats. The yards per pass, Mahomes was 9.3, and Josh Allen was 4.8.
Jesus.
So, and also looking at the last thing, looking at time of possession, Bills had 37 minutes and the Chiefs had 22
That's ridiculous,
minutes.
and they lost.
Yeah. Man, that is tough.
What? That's like a fucking
tough.
70-30 split.
Yeah. Bills had 39 rushes compared
Wait,
to the
no,
Chiefs' 24 rushes.
I forgot. I forgot how to do math, but it's not 70%. I don't know what it was. I
Nah,
don't know.
it's okay.
Yeah. No, it's 80%, I think, right? No,
Yeah.
it's maybe.
And then even looking at, the completions and attempts, like Mahomes, 17 of 23, Josh Allen, 26 of 39. So it's hard looking at these numbers and then looking at that box score and you're like 27-24. How the fuck did Buffalo lose this game? But the smaller stats like the yards per pass, yards per rush, I think that right there they're just going to stop them. There's no short game plays. They were just getting almost a first down every single time he threw the ball. So
Yeah.
hard to beat that. But heading into next week with the Ravens and Chiefs, though, we're all Ravens fans, I would hope.
Well,
we don't.
probably everybody besides people in Kansas City or
Yeah,
people that are little bitch bandwagons.
yeah. Would have been nice to have like a brand new AFC Championship matchup, but
I mean, it
not.
is
But
This
Mahomes,
is Lamar's first or second playoff win, I
I
think.
know, but I'm just getting tired of seeing Mahomes there every single season.
Well, we almost got it if fucking Tyler Bass wasn't a bitch. We could have had at least a chance at it.
Yeah, and probably if Joe Burrow is healthy.
That as well. Well, if Joe Burrow was healthy, then we might have been there too.
Yeah. Well,
But that means it wouldn't be different.
if Mason Rudolph would have started week 1, we would have went undefeated. So, but
Yeah, maybe if he played for like Oklahoma State again.
yeah. All right. I mean, anything else talking about the playoffs other than just looking forward to the matchups this week? We kind of already talked about the matchups.
Yeah.
And we talked about all these games. So if you don't have anything, I want to move on to the NBA.
Well, I really think that both games are going to be really good. But I think that I think that Ravens game's going to be like decently low scoring though.
I wonder if Marlon
They are both got
Humphrey.
crazy good defenses.
Well, and they also get Mark Andrews back. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
And hold on, I'm looking at I'm gonna see if Marlon Humphrey's back as well.
He didn't play last week?
No.
I watched that whole game. Did I watch that game? Yeah, I did. I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it, but
Man, it's a video. Why can't you just type it and say he's not playing or something? I'm not gonna watch a video.
Well, either way.
But Marlon Humphrey hasn't practiced since December 31st.
I don't think that's going to matter, though. Really. Because Marlon Humphrey, I feel like he's very good, but he's going to be fresh. He's going to have to fucking get back into football shape. Like, same with Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews been out for fucking 10 weeks.
Yeah. And Isaiah Likely is making plays. He had a nice touchdown.
Yeah.
Against the Texans.
Mm-hmm. He did.
But I can't find anything that says anything.
Whatever.
But I'm just saying, if he is back, that's just going to be even more tough challenges for the Chiefs.
Honestly, I think that there's almost zero way, besides if Mahomes just is Mahomes, that the Ravens don't win that game.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think the Ravens definitely have. Like, if I had $1,000 to bet.
Well, I also just, like, as much as I don't like him, it's kind of hard to bet against Mahomes.
Yeah, but I probably put like $1,000 on. Wait, what is the line? What did the line open up?
I bet you it's probably like the Ravens are probably like 3 or 4 point favorites.
Because if they were that, then if I had $1,000, I'd put that on the Chiefs spread.
No, I don't know if I'd do that, but
I like those odds. Yeah, they're -3.5. The Ravens are, and then the 49ers are -7. Crazy.
No way. That's ridiculous. They should not be -7.
The over-under for the Chiefs and Ravens is 44, and the over-under for the 49ers and Lions is 51.
Yeah, I'd probably take the over in that one and the under. I don't know if I'd do the under or not. I'd probably take the over of 44. But if it was a little higher, I'd probably take the under.
Yeah.
But I feel like
I would take the over at that, too.
I feel like it's going to be like a 24-20 type of game or something like that.
All right. NBA.
Yeah.
Boston still first in the NBA in terms of record.
Yeah.
33-10. You got Minnesota 30-12.
Mm-hmm.
OKC sneaking up there as well, 29-13. Indiana, we'd be in the playing tournament. Okay. After that Siakam trade and we drop 2 in a row.
Well, I mean, you played
nothing to worry about. Yeah. You play the Trailblazers. Yeah, so that doesn't help. But you play and we still only lost by 7. So, it was 113-112, and I turned it on, and then KD hit a 3. I was like, well, or he hit a layup.
13-112. Y'all lost 117-111. So
something like that. Yeah, it was a 1-point game. When I got the close game notification, it was a 1-point game, and then we lost. But that Pascal Siakam trade, it just takes time. It's brand new.
Well,
just need to build some chemistry.
Yeah, but people are saying that trade's bad. I don't understand how people think that because yeah, he's like you may only have him for half a season, you might, but the odds of him re-signing there, I feel like, are way higher. He was already playing for Toronto.
Yeah, and I think for the Pacers too, it's like we're kind of in a we're not really rebuilding anymore. We got the players that we need. Now it's time to like see how far we can go in the post.
And that's what they made the trade for.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the point in holding on to those picks just to start restarting every single year with another rookie when you can trade those away to get a superstar that can actually? Well, he was a superstar. He's borderline superstar. Yeah, well, then you take that up with ESPN because that's what they label him
I
as.
would probably say he's like, if there's like a thing going, I would say he's like a star, and then there's superstar, and then there's like another tier of like great players.
He probably like 2 seasons ago, I think he was superstar.
I don't know about that, but I mean, I think Pascal's great, but I just don't think he's that like he's not like game changing like that.
Not yet. He will be.
I mean, he could be, honestly, with him. If they did like a 2-man game with Tyrese and him, they could fucking do some crazy shit. Because Pascal is already like, he's lengthy and fast. So he could like move around quick for like a dude that's, what is he, like 6'9, 6'10 or something?
Yeah, 6'10.
Yeah, like he can move around like crazy for a dude that's like built how he is. So I think him and Tyrese could do some crazy shit, especially if he's like, if he starts being able to hit more threes and stuff.
Because I'm just looking at his career averages, and you're looking at from 2019 to 2023, he averaged 23 points a game. He averaged 4.5 assists per game. That the lowest was 4.5 assists a game. It got to 5.8 assists per game. And then he was averaging 8.3 rebounds a game in those four seasons. So averaging 20.
He averages more rebounds than Miles Turner almost.
Yeah, that is crazy. So he averaged 22, 5, and 8 for 4 seasons. So I'd say.
What are his splits?
Well, hold on. Now there's advertisements playing.
Jeez.
Oh, I think my computer froze.
Well, there's no way it froze because I'm still talking to you.
Yeah, nothing on this page is responsive.
I just exit out of it.
Well, I can't.
Well, you better hope it's still recording.
Uh-oh. All right, well, it took me to the Pacers home screen, so we'll just leave it there for now. I'm not going to touch it. But yeah, I mean, when you're looking at who we have to go against too, you're looking at not only are we third right now with 24-19, Cleveland's 25-15, Milwaukee's 29-13. So it's like,
yeah,
I mean, maybe the playing tournament's where we're going to end up. I wouldn't think so. I imagine us as hopefully a 5 seed that'd be really nice. 4 seed at the highest, that'd be fantastic. But we got to stop losing to these terrible teams, man. That's just like, we've lost to the Trailblazers twice now. And it's like, I just don't get it. I mean, we got destroyed by Chicago the first time they played us. We lost by 30 to Utah before they started this nice win streak. So like that was the start of their win streak, but just these losses, they just can't happen if we want to.
Well, you know why those losses are happening.
We have no defense, nothing.
Exactly.
Zero defense.
If you guys had defense, you could probably fucking win some games.
I mean, honestly, looking at this right here,
honestly,
the Pacers.
Pascal's going to help that out, though.
Yeah, he is.
He's not great at defense, but he's just big and lengthy.
Well, he's probably a better rebounder than Jalen Smith and Obi Toppin combined. So,
hey, don't talk shit about Jalen Smith. He went perfect last night.
Well, he's a great shooter. He just can't. He doesn't rebound. He's a stick, but I love him. He's great for the team.
That's because he doesn't go in the paint.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's literally just Miles Turner down there to help, unless Obi Toppin, because Toppin does crash. I know. I watched him do that. He actually does crash, but But even looking at like the Pacers NBA stats across the whole league, we're first in field goal percentage, 50.5%.
First
We
in
are
points.
we're fourth in 3-point percentage. We're averaging 38.4%. We're first in points scored, but rebounds we are 29th. So
That's because Miles Turner doesn't know how to grab rebounds, and he's your center.
well, because he just loves to go for the block, dude.
Max Tatum.
Tony East.
I bet you Tatum averages almost more, or if not more. I'd be guessing be close to more
Tony
rebounds.
East. He writes for Tony East. He writes for Indy Fours magazine. If anybody's ever listened to this and you're a Pacers fan, follow him. He's great at everything. He came on my podcast a couple years ago, but he did a whole
Max,
video about this.
Max, hold on. I'm gonna be back in like 2 seconds, right?
Okay.
Let's just keep talking about the Pacers for a second.
Oh well. But he did a whole video about this to where when you're watching Miles Turner, I mean, he's always so late to box out because he's not playing for the rebound. He's always playing for the block. And I don't know, maybe he's just trying to do that so eventually he can get his Defensive Player of the Year for his blocks per game. And I don't know. What is that on my screen? But
what do you say?
Every single time there's a shirtless man on my TV back here for a second. But the whole video is about Miles Turner boxing out too late because he's not playing for the rebound. He's playing for the block every single time. So he's one of the last Pacers players around the rim.
Yeah, that would make sense, though, if he was like Anthony Davis. But he's not that good.
He's good at blocks, but like
that's because that's all he does.
But what I'm saying is that he's not good enough at blocks to just forget about rebounding entirely.
Yeah.
He basically just gets a rebound if it bounces towards him. But he's not. He can't fight for it because he's the last body there. So maybe with Pascal, hopefully that change. Well, he probably won't change, but maybe the rebounds will change. And if the rebound can
change because you got rid of Bruce Brown, who's 6'4", for Pascal, who's 6'10".
Yeah.
And they basically are going to move everybody up a spot.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be instead of having it be they still don't start Mathurin because whatever fucking reason, but
he's going to be starting now. But but when you're looking at that too, Mathurin, he's really shooting a 6'5" small forward. You know, he's going to be undersized.
That's not terrible though. Because there's honestly like barely positions in basketball anymore.
Well, and I'm sure Pascal, his secondary position listed on here is small forward, and then center is his third position. So,
because you got to think about it though, because when I was watching the Celtics and the Nuggets game the other night, they had fucking Drew Holiday, which I know he's Drew Holiday. He's like really good at defense, but he was literally guarding Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, I don't think
it's like positionless, dude. The NBA is like, you just kind of have to make your matchups how you make them. But like, if somebody's good at defense, they're going to be good at defense. Like when we had Marcus Smart, he used to guard Ben Simmons when Ben Simmons would just go inside, and he's 6'10". Marcus Smart's 6'4", 6'3", or something.
Kind of reminds me when I would play you in 2K. Then you would have LeBron as your point guard, and then I would lose every single time.
I don't think that I played with LeBron that much. We'd random teams every time we played, but yeah.
I'm talking about like Ultimate Team, my team.
Well, you haven't been able to do that for like the past 4 2Ks, so because they have position restrictions, which is stupid.
I think that's for the best.
I'll tell you what though, if the Celtics, if we would have played any other team last night, we probably lost. Because Tatum shot like 4 for 16 or something like that, and Jaylen Brown shot like 6 for like fucking 18. And the only reason we won is because Porzingis had 35.
Yeah, he was on fire.
He had 35. Derek White had 22. Jaylen had a triple-double, which is surprising. But we didn't have Horford, and then I don't think Drew played either. But did Drew play? He might have. I don't know. But I didn't get to watch the game because I was watching the Bills lose. But like if Tatum and Jalen are going to be inconsistent. They need to do it on nights that they're not going to do it together.
Well, I guess one just feeds off another sometimes.
Well, it sucks because I was talking about on the TikTok I made. Tatum is like inconsistent to where he'll score like 30 ish, like around 30 for like 15 ish games, and then he'll have like a 5 game stretch where he scores like 15 points. And then Jalen will have a stretch where he scores like for like 8 or 9 games, he'll score 30 plus, and then he'll have like a 10 game stretch where he scores like 12.
Yeah, they're both. Well, Tatum not as much, but they're definitely got troubles with inconsistency. I mean, just like
You know
Tyrese
why?
does, but
You know why? Because Joe Mazzulla's bitch ass is like every game. If we just shoot more threes than everybody else, we have a better chance of winning. Blah, blah, blah. But if you're missing, then you're not going to do shit. Because if they're like the Rockets of 2018. If you're shooting 100 threes a game and you're missing fucking 90% of them, you're not winning shit. Take the ball inside. Jason Tatum is 6'10". Take the ball to the rim.
yeah, I would be. I think my plan of attack would be to attack every single time with Tatum because he's a good shooter, but he also might be one of the best finishers in the league. Maybe like top 3 best finishers in the
That's what I'm
league.
saying, bro. Like, just take the ball inside. You're
Like
6'10", and
he
you.
absorbs contact, like nothing bothers him at all.
But he don't get foul calls. That's the annoying thing about it.
Yeah.
Like everyone on our team, like they don't get a lot of foul calls, but like they get more foul calls than him. It's crazy. He's like on that superstar level, and he does not get foul calls. You
I
watch
just know.
Embiid play, and Embiid will fucking elbow somebody in the neck, and they'll give a foul to the dude to Embiid. Like they'll be like, "Oh, you got free throws, buddy. You're all right."
Yeah, okay, but I'm so happy you brought him up because let me just show you. I'm gonna read this off to you. But
What are you gonna read off his free throws per game or something?
yes, my God, there is no way. I just find it very, very, very hard to believe that.
Dude, Max, he does that every game. Like he'll be look, this motherfucker. He goes inside, he'll drive in, he'll just be back, boom, boom, whatever, and then he'll like do that thing where he throws his arms up, like,
Yeah,
and then just
always.
fall out every time, every single time. And it's the
It's
same with Giannis. Giannis will drive inside and fucking full on tackle somebody like he's Ray Lewis, and then they'll call a foul on the defense.
yeah, because I just don't like how do you even okay? I'm just gonna read you the free throws attempted. Starting from December 20th. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there's not that many.
Yeah, because he don't
Um,
play.
yeah, 18, 8, 12, 12, 17, 15, 12. That's a little
Yeah,
outrageous.
and the thing that's annoying about it too is that it's not annoying. I mean, he's just good at free throws, but he shoots
It is
like
annoying.
he shoots like 83% from the free throw line or something. And if he's shooting 15 free throws a game, that's an extra 10 points a game or 10,
Yeah,
12 points a game.
like I really want to know what his PER is and his points per game and his true shooting percentage without any free throw
Max, his true
statistics
shooting
involved.
percentage is probably very high.
Oh yeah, it probably is because he
He's
does.
7'1" and he weighs 310 pounds.
He's shooting 89% from the free throw line this season too.
Jesus Christ!
So it's like he's averaging
Shooting that many
35
free
points per game.
shooting that many free throws, he's shooting 89%.
Yeah,
Holy shit! That's crazy.
yeah.
That's actually fucking wild. That's impressive. Holy shit! But I mean, he's always been like that, though. The funny thing is that when he plays the Celtics, if Horford plays, that motherfucker starts playing like shit for some reason.
So you know those those stats I told you, the free throw attempts.
Mm-hmm.
So those games combined accounted for 95 points.
And that was like what, 6 games?
Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So
So
it's
in
like
8 games,
it's like 11. It's like 11 points a game.
Yeah, so in 8 games, he scored 95 points off of free throws.
Well, you said scored, or that's how many he attempted?
No, that's how many he scored. He scored 95. He made 95 free throws in 8 games. Stupid.
Yeah. I mean, you can go look at Giannis. It's probably the same thing with free throws. He just isn't as good at them. Because Giannis
Yeah,
shoots a shit ton of free throws every game, too.
that
You know,
is
but
honestly.
I don't give a fuck. They can do that all they want because it's the same with Jimmy Butler, too. Because he's like that every time we play him. He shoots fucking 25 free throws every game we play him. But when it comes to the playoffs, they don't call that pussy shit. And then they don't know what to do because they're not getting their foul calls anymore.
Yeah, but if you're playing Embiid, I guarantee you they call that shit in the playoffs.
No, they don't. I promise you they don't. Them refs, they, for whatever reason, they just completely change how they ref in the playoffs. Because every time we play in the playoffs against any of these dudes, we beat them because them dudes aren't getting those calls anymore. What? Giannis are worse, aren't they?
Against Detroit, he attempted 22 free throws. Oh, what? Dude, these numbers are
They lost,
crazy.
didn't they?
No, they won.
Oh, did they? I thought they lost to
All
Detroit.
right, real quick. This is from January 1st, okay? I'm just going to go up the list. Okay. 11, 13, 6, 21, 9, 5, 8, 14, 22.
Mm-hmm. I know.
And that game that he shot 22, he shot 50%.
Yeah. If he's a good free throw shooter, he'd probably be averaging like fucking 37 points a game right now.
Yeah, he's averaging 31.2.
Yeah, exactly. I bet you can do the
Man.
same thing with Jimmy. If you go look at just it, because he's only played like 20 games this year. If you go look at Jimmy, says it's probably close to the same thing. Because
Yeah.
all they do is they run inside and they act like they're fucking football players, and then they
And then what?
something. And then they drive inside, act like they're football players or whatever. They shoulder people and shit, and then somehow get foul calls. And then when the playoffs come around, the refs are like, "Yeah, we're not going to call that. We're letting you guys play." And then it happens, and they don't get foul calls, and they're bitching and moaning and whatever.
Dude, his picture still cracks me up.
Oh, with the emo here.
Yeah. What? Okay. His is pretty outrageous as well, but it's not as bad as Embiid and Jokic. Or Jokic. Embiid. Wait, what am I doing? Antetokounmpo.
Well, yeah, he's barely played this year.
Yeah, so you're looking at... So his highest in a game is 16. His highest is 16, 11, and 10. Those are his 3 highest this season.
Well, I feel like...
But he's played. I'm not sure.
He also isn't shooting a lot this year either, so...
Yeah, like, he's played every single game since December 11th, and it shows all of his minutes. Like, against Utah, he only played 22 minutes for some reason. But he's played 40 minutes 3 times in the past 10 games.
It stopped recording.
What?
It stopped recording. It just restarted.
Not on my end.
It
It's
did.
about 44 minutes and 31 seconds.
Okay, well, mine restarted then, so it stopped recording me for a second.
Oh, okay.
Because Madison started calling me. But anyways.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, but he's not really taking that many shots. You're looking at, like, 36 minutes against Atlanta, he shot 8 for 10.
Yeah.
He 40 minutes against Brooklyn, he shot 8 for 12.
Yeah.
And then 38 minutes again against Charlotte, he shot 7 for 12. So, I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to be more of a LeBron James kind of guy.
What do you mean? LeBron does that shit with
Spreading
shooting.
the love around.
LeBron does that shit with shooting.
Yeah, LeBron's him, though. Himothy.
Timothy Williams.
All right, well, other than NBA, I kind of want to move on to college basketball. Talk about the UC Bearcats got a huge game today. 6 o'clock, play Kansas, 7th ranked Kansas.
They went down to 7.
Yeah. But man, just being these losses have been so tough
And you know what's funny is we lose every game for the same fucking reason. Can't shoot a
Yes, we
fucking free
do.
throw.
Yeah, it's
And last game we lost because we couldn't make a fucking shot.
yeah. Because okay, so you're looking at okay, just we let's not even talk about Dayton because that was just a little hiccup. But
Well, don't talk
talking
about
about
Xavier either.
ranked opponents plus Texas, and TCU. But BYU, we beat them 71-60. Texas, we lose by 1 point, 74-73.
Lose by 2,
Baylor,
3 to
we lose
big.
by 3 points, 62-59. TCU, we beat
But
them 81-77. Then lose to Oklahoma,
by 4.
69-65.
Yeah. It's just getting ridiculous at this point.
So that's
I
9
think Wes
points.
Miller's a great coach, but he needs to get every single person on the team into the fucking gym and say, you need to shoot 6,000 free throws in a row, and before you can't leave until you make at least 20 in a row.
Yeah, he literally needs them to like puke where they stand until they make 100 straight free throws.
Like,
Like
it's
every single
ridiculous.
person.
I bet you I could go out there and shoot free throws better than them dudes.
Well, and also too, we can't afford to have low percentage free throw shootings because you're looking at Kansas. Okay, UCF, West Virginia, they're not so great. West Virginia has a losing record, but look
They
at the
just beat
next
Kansas.
three.
They just beat Kansas.
Oh yeah, they did. But look at the next three. You know,
I think
20th ranked Texas Tech, 4th ranked Houston, 23rd ranked Iowa State. Fast forward 2 more weeks, and you got TCU and Houston and Kansas State and Oklahoma. Like that, these next 10 games are brutal. The only two
What do you mean
teams that
next
we
10?
play,
We've been fucking playing good teams all year since the conference play started. We're in the best basketball conference in the country.
we've our last.
We have like 7 teams that are ranked right now.
Okay, Jake. Before we played BYU, we played Evansville, Stetson,
I said,
Bryant.
Max, I said conference play.
Oh yeah. That's what I was pointing. I was pointing to that too.
I know. I
That's what I'm
said we've
talking
had.
about.
That's what I'm saying. We've had a hard ass schedule, like from conference play starting, and we're gonna have it all year because our conference play is gonna be hard all year.
Yeah, and the only one with
Because
a losing record is Oklahoma State and West Virginia.
yeah, and like we're gonna like it's gonna be like this all the time. Even next year when Texas and Oklahoma leave, they're not even the best basketball schools in the conference. It's fucking Baylor, it's Kansas,
Kansas State, they're always
Houston,
good.
like, and next year they're adding Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and Arizona State, and Arizona's always good at basketball.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be exciting Big 12, but it is going to be tough.
Which
We
I'm not
really
mad
need.
about because when we were in the Big East back in the day, it was awesome. Every game was awesome. Like we'd be playing Syracuse or we'd be playing Pitt, UConn, like whatever, and all the
Yeah,
games. Louisville, like when they were in our conference, it
and
was
they're
awesome.
actually televised as well because we're
Well,
actually.
I'm fine with us not being fully on TV. I like it on ESPN Plus because then I don't have to fucking worry about watching it. I can just get on ESPN Plus and watch it.
Yeah. But, I mean, even looking at the Bearcats and Jayhawks, stat leader,
You can't go off
Victor.
stats with us, I feel like, with like average because the last 6 games, I think we've had 2 dudes randomly be the best scorers on the team.
Yeah, like our points per game leader is Victor Lakin, 13 points per game versus Kevin McCullough. He's averaging 20 a game. But I don't think it really matters because say you got him averaging 13. I'm sure we got 2 other players averaging 12 and 12. You know, something right around those lines. And so I mean that just shows that we spread the ball. You know, we
Well, the
don't
thing is,
just
too, is
rely on
that we
one
probably
person.
need Day Day to figure out how to make layups.
Yeah,
Because
he's
he drives in
yeah.
so fast. He's fast as hell, but he'll drive in and he'll lay it up, and that motherfucker will fly back to half court because how fucking hard he throws it off the backboard. Or like he'll just straight miss, like even if he's open. Like there's one when we were playing, I think it was TCU or Baylor or something, and he was driving. Literally had some dude just on his back, and he couldn't just lay it up softly. He laid it up, and it fucking bounced off the backboard and went past the fucking free throw line almost.
Yeah, well, you say his name Bandago?
Bandego.
Bandago.
Yeah, he's good.
He's gonna have a tough. I mean, he's gonna be matching up against Hunter Dickinson.
Yeah, and that dude's probably gonna shit on us, just like that dude, and just like that dude from Texas did.
Yeah, I mean, he is averaging 19.3 points. He's averaging 11.3 rebounds a game, 1.4 blocks per game, and 1.2 steals per game.
I feel like he's gonna not be good in the NBA though.
Could be like a Luka Garza situation.
Luka Garza, I feel like should be in the NBA. That dude can shoot the ball. Dickinson is just big.
Well, Garza's like one of the best players in the G League this year. So there's
I know
no
he
way that
averages
he's
like 30
not.
points a game,
Yeah, there's no way he's not going to be on a team next season.
and he's on the
Uh,
fucking Pistons.
yeah, like they could use him. They could use him.
How the fuck's he not playing?
I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. But it's on ESPN, so not ESPN Plus, ESPN. 6 o'clock. Well, not for us. It's 9 o'clock for us, but um, yeah, really, I this one would be amazing for us.
Honestly, I'm not like fully like thinking we're gonna win, but if we do somehow just even keep it close, I feel like we.
We have to be ranked. We've won against two ranked
No,
teams,
I
and
don't
we
know if we should
lost
be
to
ranked. We've lost these. Like we've lost what 5 games now. We should
five.
be ranked. The lowest ranked teams like got 3 losses, I think. So
Yeah, there's 6 schools tied with us in the Big 12 that have the same record as us, 13-5.
yeah, and I bet you none of them are ranked, are they?
Let me check.
There's no way that they're ranked. Because if they are, then we should be ranked for sure.
No, you got BYU and Iowa State are 14-4, and they're 21st and 23rd. So they got us beat by
Exactly. Like
one
we're
game.
literally like on the cusp of being ranked.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
And BYU just lost to Texas Tech as well.
yeah, Texas Tech beat Texas too.
Yeah,
But I mean,
and Memphis lost. They dropped all the way down to 19th after that loss.
yeah, because they lost to what was it, Tulane?
Yeah, and then Pittsburgh beat Duke at Pittsburgh.
I love
So
college basketball when it's like this. I hate it when there's teams that are just
yeah,
like
so Pitt
nobody's gonna ever
won.
beat them. Like even
Yeah,
Gonzaga's not winning this year.
yeah. Pitt won against Duke 80-76, and I was like, man, because I at work I joked with Paul that day, and I was like, should I take Pittsburgh straight up? And they were like plus 1050, I think, or plus 1250.
Yeah,
Should have done it because I had a bonus bet that day. I should have used it on that. I'm so stupid.
sound like LeBron.
Yeah.
Man, when I saw Kobe, he had 60 points. I said, "Oh, he's gonna get 80."
But I'll tell you what, though, January 28th. Let's hope Xavier actually wins the game.
Who they playing?
UConn.
Why the fuck do I care about that?
I just want to see top 5 teams keep losing because I think it's just crazy that happens.
Nope.
It seems like it happens every other day, though.
Nope. Xavier needs to lose every game that they play the rest of the season.
UCF only dropped 42 against Houston.
That's because Houston has athletic freaks on their team, and they're really good at defense, and they can jump over everybody.
Yeah, they're 17th in all of D1 basketball in total rebounds per game.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
All right, so let's probably be done with college basketball because I feel like there's not really much to talk about because all we do is watch UC. So
all right, let's talk about Premier League because I have something very exciting to talk about. Even though I don't really know too much about what all happens in depth with the move, but Manchester United have landed. I'm just going to read it off right here. It's from CBS Sports. They've landed their first major signing since Sir Jim Ratcliffe's arrival at Old Trafford, but it's one that comes away from the field. Huh?
Who?
Jim Ratcliffe, the guy who just invested a fuck ton of money in the club.
I thought you were talking about a player.
No. But it's one that comes away from off the field was Omar Barada. He was the GFP for Manchester City, and he is going to be Manchester United's new CEO. So maybe he's doing that because he's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here before all this shit hits.
It's not looking good.
Definitely not. I've definitely been seeing a lot more reports recently than ever, and about how serious that these allegations are.
Yeah, but it's going to take a while. It's going to take them a while to get through it. So,
yep. But I'm trying to kind of really briefly go through this to see if there's anything that kind of sticks out that I should
there's
point
nothing
out.
that
But
he said. He just says that the charges are more serious than people are thinking, and it's like way deeper than people think. That's literally all he says.
yeah,
Which,
yeah.
if it is, then it is. I mean, it sucks, but whatever. I mean, shit's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
But Jim Ratcliffe showing some pretty good promise already, making a big change like that. I mean, that's huge, and especially getting someone at that level. I mean, I'm sure there is mutual interest because of what's going on with Man City. So it's not. I'm sure it's not just like.
I think y'all should be real hyped right now because y'all. I've been seeing the Ronald Araujo might be going there, and I also saw. I
Well,
think
I
it was
just
either
saw
today.
one football post an hour ago, and it said Arahu's not for sale.
No, well, I also saw earlier, either today or yesterday, that Matthias Delict might be going to Man U too.
Yeah, but I heard that months ago too, because I have a like tweet that I showed. I showed AB it at work, and it was like Manchester United's dream starting 11, because it was all players that have been rumored to be with Manchester United,
Mm-hmm.
and he was on that
Well, they're
picture.
in talks right now with it. But Byron, dude, you know it's fucking
I
hilarious.
want Leao, dude. If we're gonna get anybody, Rafa Leao, that would be amazing. Because Anthony,
Where the fuck you hear that from?
huh?
Where the fuck you hear that from?
Dude, I sent it to you. I can literally pull it up on Instagram right now. It was forever ago.
He ain't going to Man U, Max. He's probably gonna go to like fucking Real Madrid or some stupid shit.
Well, you never know.
And he also is not gonna play where Anthony plays anyways. He's a left winger. And if he plays right wing, he's not gonna be as good because he shoots cutting inside like Mo Salah does.
Well, I don't understand why there's now more rumors about Rashford's future at the club.
Because they are not playing good.
Yeah, the whole team's not. It doesn't mean the one player that we've been able to count on for the last 3 seasons, we just got to get rid of him. Like, keep Rashford. I think that's ridiculous that they're even considering that.
I don't think it's that. I think he might want to leave, is maybe what it is.
Yeah.
He's been there since he was 7.
Yeah.
I mean, he don't know nothing but that. If he goes somewhere else, he might fucking want to, I don't know. I mean, it's just like he's been there literally forever.
Yeah, so one football posted football transfer rumors, Man United favorites for Leao for next summer. Have Manchester United have emerged as favorites to sign AC Milan for Rafael Leao next summer. So that'd be nice.
When was that posted, you said?
In November.
Yeah, I bet you if you look up Rafael transfer rumors, that there's no Man U on it right now.
Yeah, probably not.
But honestly, I don't really think. I think they need to kind of just do what Chelsea needs to do and just up and sell basically everybody.
Yeah, that might be time for that.
Either that or just get rid of Ten Hag. But whatever. Liverpool's fucking looking good. Though I'm kind of scared that they might win the Premier League because they just beat the shit out of whoever they played 4-0, and it was Darwin Núñez scored 2 and Diego Jota scored 2.
And hold on, I lost my tab. But talking about Premier League, I got something in my throat. Manchester United sitting in 8th place in the Premier League, and it is not looking good for top 4 aspirations at all, because we are 11 points behind 4th place. So,
yeah,
to see what we do for the rest of the season, see what Ten Hag's going to do, and see what the club's going to do.
Yeah, I mean,
because I can't say all is lost, because they had a table out yesterday, and it was halfway point to the season. Manchester United literally had one less point than what we do right now last season, and we were sitting in 8th place. We
Yeah,
had
but
31 points.
what happened last season?
We started
That's
scoring goals in the
that,
second half.
that's when you got Ten Hag, wasn't it?
Huh?
Didn't you get Ten Hag last year in the middle of the year?
No, I don't think so.
Or was it 2 years ago? I thought it was last year.
Yeah, we've had a full season with them. Like all of last season was Ten Hag. He was a manager from the starting game.
Oh, I thought it was last year that y'all signed him in the middle of the season because I know you guys got rid of all that Gunnar Solskjaer. So
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, so all hope I guess isn't lost, but I think it's lost. So
I mean, you can still fight for Europa League.
woo. Yeah, we got some very good young players that are getting some really good playing time right now.
Like
And
Mane,
yeah,
whatever his name is, Kobe Manu. Kobe Manu is. Yeah,
Manu.
he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, and so
And you know it's
and
really nice
and
too.
huh?
The goat's back.
Are you talking about De Bruyne?
Yes, sir.
I mean, he's definitely making his presence known already.
Yeah, he got subbed in
First game back.
25 minutes, got a goal and an assist.
Yeah,
And they were
and
both
then
fucking filthy.
but now you're just missing Holland.
Yeah, but I think he's coming back at the end of the month or something.
Hopefully, he never comes back. But
Well, yeah, he's gonna.
yeah, well, Manchester United's next match is February 1st, so we got some time.
I was about to say we don't wait till the 26th.
Yeah,
Which at
and
least this
Manchester United
weekend.
plays Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton's playing Brighton right now. Actually, it's 0-0 still. So,
Yeah, that's like a good they fucked about. Brighton fell off so hard. It's insane.
oh yeah, I mean, did they? Because they're in 7th, but
I mean, they were fucking scoring like 6 goals a game or some shit, or 4 goals a game or something like that in the beginning of the year, like the first like month and a half, 2 months.
oh yeah, I think Brighton dropped 6 against us. So
Yeah, they were balling in the beginning of the year. They were in first place for a little bit, or at least tied with us or something like that,
yeah, I'm looking at.
or Liverpool or whoever. But
Well, yeah, I mean they haven't scored more than 2 goals since August 19th. They beat Wolves 4-1.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like they were. Well, I guess it was just the first couple of weeks then, but they were doing really good at the beginning of the year.
And then the week before that, they beat Luton 4-1. But then they did not score above 2. Yeah, they didn't. Then Aston Villa dropped 6 against them in September.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just even looking at it right here, it's
Villa's fucking crazy, dude. They're
yeah,
bomb.
Villa's been unreal.
Emery's fucking just getting the best out of them. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're doing that good because they beat the shit out of us. Really, I mean, I think it was like 2-1 that we lost or something, or I think it was 2. Well, I think we lost that game, but like they just dominated us.
yeah. Well, I mean, having Musa Diaby and Leon Bailey, I mean, that's such a fast outside. You got still with Ollie Watkins and who the
You got
fuck?
some more.
They're midfielders. Tielemans.
John McGinn.
Huh?
John McGinn.
Yeah, John McGinn, Matty Cash.
He's a right back, but yeah, he don't start. I don't think.
He doesn't.
Not anymore. I don't think he does.
Who starts over him?
They fucking got somebody. I can't remember who it was.
Oh, they got Mings.
He's not that good. And Danny,
Isn't he their other center back?
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the hell's his name? Danny Ings is who I'm thinking of. Their striker.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is.
Tyrone Mings is their center back, I think.
Tyrone. But yeah. All right.
I mean, they're good, dude. So
yeah. Do you have anything else? I think we've covered everything.
not really. Besides, I can't believe that Sean Strickland lost to Duplessis. That was the only thing I believe. And dude, and it's really like I'm not gonna like talk a bunch about it, but there was an amateur that won a tournament in golf yesterday, like an actual pro tournament.
Really?
Yeah, he literally
That's
won
gonna
the
be
whole
me.
tournament. He's an amateur.
That's gonna be me one day.
Yeah, I bet. Actually, we can't even hit the ball more than like 260.
I got like a 320 carry with my hybrid. All right, let's go Top Golf.
Max, that it doesn't go 300 yards.
Well, I make it go 300.
We fucking Mike Trout.
No, I'm him. Himothy.
All right, whatever.
All right. Well, this has been another episode.
Hopefully, we can try and be more consistent. Just kind of hard to. I mean,
Yeah.
since we're working third shift, but
yeah. Schedule's ass when you're working that late, but
I just sleep all day. So
yeah. All right.
go follow us on the TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I mean, if you have Facebook, I know people don't. I just made one. Make one, but
Yeah.
that like everything, YouTube, all of it. I mean, I guess this is gonna be on YouTube, but yeah,
Yeah, we'll be.
I'll try to put out some clips and stuff. But yeah, this is everybody.
See ya.